know Johnny Depp? How the hell would I know Johnny Depp?
Well, we live in Southern California.
Oh, okay.
Presumably where he also lives.
That's true.
I don't even know if he lives here. Does he live here?
Dude, even if he did live here, if I saw him, I wouldn't recognize him anyway, because I can't recognize anybody. Dude.
I mean, I know, but come on. He's pretty recognizable. He's a pretty unusual looking fella.
Maybe, dude. I'm so terrible at that.
I live like 2 blocks away from downtown Hollywood, right? Like maximum where the little stars are on the road and everything. And I don't see famous people very often. Right. It's like it's not unusual.
But like I said,
it's not like all the time.
Back when my best friend used to come visit me in LA all the time, like I said, there was one day he was just like, "So do you just not say anything because you see him all the time?" I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" It's like the famous people. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, all the famous people we always see.
Really?
And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, at the restaurant now, there was a famous person. At this other event, there was this famous person. I was like, what? I don't see any of these people.
That's very funny.
And then we were eating at Cafe 50s, and apparently Jon Favreau walked past us, and I totally didn't know.
Very funny, too.
And I was so mad, because I would have liked to have, at least known that I saw Jon Favreau Swingers. I loved that movie. I was a big fan of that movie.
Makes sense.
Man, I'm so terrible with that, dude. I'm so terrible with famous people and recognizing faces and stuff like that. And that's the other thing too, is like, I've told people this, I've realized what one of my biggest problems now is, I can recognize faces on context. If I met you when I was talking to someone else and you're a friend of that person, if I see that person and you again, I will remember you. If I run into you in a completely different place or without the original person, I can't remember who you are anymore.
I see.
Or like if I met you in SoCal and I bump into you in NorCal, that's it. I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, I have context memory. You know, it's interesting. And so like, I'll just run into people and I'm like, I know you, but fuck, where do I know you from?
Right.
God. Yeah, so there you go.
Did I ever tell you a story about the girl who was at my work who I couldn't remember?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. You told me, yeah. The one that you're like, do I know this person?
So there was this girl at my office, just in the building. I rented a small room there, but in the building there was this girl who was just walking by, and I saw her and I was like, where do I know her? Like, did we go to college together? Did we go to law school together? Is she from my hometown? Did we used to date? Like, am I going to walk back her, like, after I go to the bathroom and I see her and we have to be like, all right, hey, David, and I have to be like, hey, all right, how's it going? And I kept racking my brain. And then I realized that I know her from work. She worked there.
she just worked there.
She was actually the front desk lady that I saw every morning.
She just... Yep.
So I definitely know what it is like to get screwed up in the old brain up here.
Yeah, I can't... Like, it's really hard for me to process a lot of that situation. It's really weird. And I hate it too. And, I wish I could chalk it off to... Everyone's always... Every time I meet people, they're always like, yeah, you probably don't because you meet so many people. And I was like, I wish that could be the excuse. I wish I could blame senility. I wish I could blame old age, but I've been terrible at it my whole entire life.
Yeah.
Whole entire life.
There's some solace in that, too. You're not actually getting senile.
Yeah, that's true.
You've just always been bad at it.
Yeah, exactly. My brain has always sucked.
Yeah, you've just always... You're right. So if I'm going somewhere out of town, I will say I live in LA. I live in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. But in LA... I don't tell you I live in LA, because what does that mean? It's like this 400 square mile juggernaut. I live in Hollywood. That's what I said.
Yep.
That was what Paul B was saying.
Oh, okay.
And it's not the ghetto anymore. All right, it was the ghetto.
Yeah, it was.
But it's not, if you go back and look at Pretty Woman, right? She gets picked up. She's a prostitute. Spoiler. She gets none of these kids have seen this movie. But if you go back in time and you watch that, she gets picked up on a block that's just like a few minutes walk from my house, because that was like the seedy area of town. It was gross. It was gross town. Now it's not like that anymore.
Dude,
but it's not great
Roach
either.
King size as well. He says I beat him at the SBO calls in 2009.
That's very funny.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You beat somebody in 2009?
I was good back then.
Yeah, you were actually good.
I was good back then.
That's true.
It was around 2010, 11 when I started dropping off, honestly.
Right.
So, oh man. But yes, you are Hollywood.
No, Hollywood's not the ghetto. I'm literally Hollywood.
Yeah.
Literally Hollywood.
But no, honestly, like before, a long time ago, people would be like, I want to visit Hollywood, and my reaction would be like, why?
Yeah.
And nowadays, it's like, I want to visit Hollywood.
I guess there's a mall there. You can here's the attractions. All right, mall. You can walk at the Chinese theaters there. You can see a movie. It's just a movie theater. There's famous people's names are imprinted on the sidewalk that they had to spend money for because the city doesn't do it itself. I'll tell you that. It's a marketing gimmick.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, each famous person has to spend money on their star. So it's as a result.
Is there a selection process?
I'm sure there's a process.
Okay.
But as a result of it being basically a marketing gimmick, it's like a mile long. All right, it's not like a block. It's like you are walking for many minutes, and then it takes a left, and it goes down Vine now. It's this whole scam.
Yeah. There's a Ripley's, believe it or not, there.
There's a Ripley's.
There's a lot of little tiny shops that sell weird watches and gold chains and things like that.
Gross tourist tchotchkes.
Yes,
that exists.
Exactly.
There's like a Disney store.
They actually have a Disney store
a Disney
there?
store
wow,
now.
That's crazy.
You can see the Hollywood sign from there, although you can see it from literally the entire city.
I never see the Hollywood sign. I just guess I'm not looking in the right direction.
Oh, you can't see it from Santa Monica.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, even when I'm driving around, like, I don't ever remember seeing the Hollywood sign.
Up on the hill.
I'll have to look next time. Try to pay attention.
The Walk of Fame is super long. Like you're like, it's funny so I walk there. It's where the metro is. Oh, there's the metro there. Hey, all right, that's another thing. Oh, and the worst cosplayers in the world, in ratty, gross old. I saw a minion walking around. Oh my god. I saw this guy in a Minion costume, right? And clearly the Minion costume was just like he bought some felt and just like maybe like a big tube and just like put the felt around the tube.
He got like a foam mattress thing that you put on there and just like wrapped it around him. Oh my god.
And he was a Minion. Oh, and people were taking pictures with him. It's the stupidest thing.
If you ever want to meet like the shortest Spider-Man in the world, you can go over there and find him. There's like these 4-foot Spider-Man basically.
Yeah, they just are hoping that you take pictures with them and then give you money afterward. Anyway, it's
when was I there when Clark Gable put his handprints in the cement, or the Marx Brothers? No, but that's always been one of my biggest regrets, was that I wasn't able to go there because I really like Clark Gable. And also Marx Brothers, it's funny too, because like I wasn't super familiar with them, but when I watched some of their movies in retrospect, and dude, I just realized that the Animaniacs, that's basically what they are. They're just the Marx Brothers. So, because you know how Animaniacs was always just like they're in another world while the characters like are not paying attention, like they're bugging Beethoven, and Beethoven's not noticing any of the weird asides, and dude, that's all the Marx Brothers.
Right, yeah.
That's exactly how those movies worked. It was so funny to have that revelation, because my brother's a cinephile, right? So we're sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden he just looks at me and goes like, "This is where they got Animaniacs from," and I was like, "Holy crap!" It was actually really cool. So, oh man. But no, obviously, I don't know, what year did Clark Gable put his handprints in there?
I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you within a range of 3 decades.
Wasn't around during that time.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's very funny to watch people think that it's short, the Walk of Fame, and you'll see ladies come up there in like either fancy high heels, who like they're definitely not walking a mile and a half, or people who they probably can't walk a mile and a half. Like, there's like a lot of old fat tourists who show up, and you like see them struggling along. It's not that great of a place, folks.
Yeah, it's really not that great.
There's some gross bars there. Gross bars.
Oh god, I don't even want to think about the bars that are on that street.
There's like 1, maybe 2 cool bars, but they're mostly like let's like pound a bunch of beers, gross bars.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's about it. Anything else to talk about?
No. That's all I have.
The tour bus. I've never taken the tour bus. I have often thought it would be cool to take a Hollywood tour bus.
Amoeba Records, yeah, that's.
Amoeba Records is actually not on the same street. That's on Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, okay.
Not
yeah,
Hollywood
that's right.
I walked by that on the way to the gym.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, I thought it'd be cool to like take a bus and see where all the famous people live.
Oh yeah.
I don't really care about where the famous people live, but what I am interested in is like striking up a conversation with somebody who's on the bus. I want to be like, why is this interesting to you? Like, what about this? Just the house?
This
like,
is such a David questionnaire kind of thing.
Why? How come you're here? You know, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And I know that they would do the whole like, all right, everybody, let's say where we're from. Oh, I'm from New York. I'm here from London. Oh, I live 2 blocks away.
I'm from Hollywood.
Yeah, I think that'd be funny.
That actually would be kind of funny. Oh man.
Well,
I do want to apologize to everyone that the Tuesday shows have been slow to get up on YouTube, just because YouTube is garbage and really stupid. But this is episode 40. 36 went up today. 37 will be up tomorrow. 38 will be up the next day, and 39 will be up the day after that. So,
cool, man.
Yeah. So.
Sounds good.
Finally got them all up and ready to go. They don't have any thumbnails. I apologize. It takes time to make those things, so I'm not going to do that for these this time. So
no problem. Off Temp says the bus doesn't even bring you to a real celebrity house, just a random person's house. That's in the 50s or 60s when my grandparents moved out here. They were from Chicago. They moved to LA in about 1950ish, just after that. And their cousins and stuff would sometimes come visit in LA, and so naturally their cousins wanted to see who Clark Gable maybe where he lived, and so my grandpa would just take him into his car and just drive around the rich people area and just be like, "Hey, that's Clark Gable's house," and they totally bought it. I've often wondered if this story is real or not. But
I'm sure.
In any case, that's the story that my grandpa told me.
It sounds like a Graham family thing to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man.
That's family legend.
Yeah. I probably won't be doing much streaming this week because tomorrow we've got to get ready. I'm flying out super early on
We have the same
Thursday.
flight.
Oh, we do have the same flight there. Okay, so there's just not going to be much time for me to do a lot of stuff, but hopefully after Red Bull Battlegrounds, I'll have some more free time. I'll stream some more stuff, and I really want to stream some more Tekken, because like I said, I want to see if I can try to help people with Tekken and help people get past that initial hurdle, especially if you come from a 2D game. And like I said, I've already had a lot of experience now interpreting a lot of the advice that is given to me via Tekken. And so, I mean, it's interesting because, like, movement is the most important thing. Learning how to Korean backdash and sidestep and stuff like that. If that's what you try to learn first, you're just not going to get anywhere. Like, honestly, I really don't think that's the right way to go.
I think the reason that I like watching Saint play so much is that, obviously he can do those things, but it's that he doesn't do it as much as other players. And I said that on Twitter, and it was Bronson got back to me on Twitter, and he was like, that's super hard to do. Like there's a level of play where it's hard to do Korean backdash. Movement is hard, right? Once you get to that level, I guess, according to him, there's this level beyond that where you don't need to do that anymore. And you're just like, you're the best. You know where you are on screen at all times. I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's the thing, is everyone's always telling me, they're like, oh, it's a 3D game, move in 3D space, sidestep more, don't think of it as a 2D game. And I'm watching the top players play, they don't sidestep that much. They actually don't really sidestep that often, and when they do sidestep, like, you'll see them sidestepping a lot, but the thing about it is, there's a reason they're sidestepping.
Right.
And that's the hardest thing that people are not understanding, you know what I mean? Or especially when they were trying to teach me. They're like, sidestep more. I'm like, that doesn't help me.
Right. Why?
And then someone,
like, why do it?
right? And then someone finally kind of gave me an idea of why it works, and it's really about anticipation. You always sidestep when you anticipate something. If you're sidestepping because you just want to sidestep to be elusive, you're not doing it right. Like, you literally go into the range of this move that they like, and then you sidestep, or you dash up to their face and sidestep, or you do a move that's -6 and then you sidestep. Like, you plan for it. It's not just, hey, move around on ice skates. It's like, learn when the situation is. If you're randomly sidestepping, if you're dashing around and sidestepping randomly, you're gonna die. Like, you need to have a specific reason why you're sidestepping. So
sounds right. It's very, very interesting to watch.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna shave before Battlegrounds. I ended up with a beard somehow. It was like 2 weeks ago that I came here and I was like, I'm never gonna have a beard again. I feel like that was literally 2 weeks ago.
Dude, everyone keeps talking about me and my mustache, my sad mustache here right now.
It's not sad. I think it's all right.
I don't think I've shaved in like maybe like 2 weeks or something.
I think it's cool, man. I like your mustache.
This is the best I could get at this point. So, like honestly, like I'll get fuzzes here, which I've shaved a little bit.
That you got to take care of. But
yeah,
I think the mustache is pretty cool.
Okay, cool. It's very Clark Gable. Just kidding.
Yeah, I can see that.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Dang. Welp. Is that it?
I think that's it. I have nothing else left to say. Any random topics that you want to talk about? Although Hollywood is pretty random.
I think we already went through that phase of the show.
Okay. Very well. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Red Bull Battlegrounds is going to be this weekend. I'm assuming it's going to be on Capcom Fighters, or is it going to be on Red Bull?
I would think Capcom Fighters.
Yeah.
Because it's an official thing,
right,
and the others were all on Capcom Fighters.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. All right. Peace out, everybody.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh wait, you're right. I totally forgot.
That's not the bird song. I forgot what the bird song is.
You're always singing. You're always singing the coming up next video song that you gave me for our Ultra 10 videos.
I'm singing Meatball Parade.
You're singing Meatball Parade. You're
so right.
You're singing Meatball Parade.
I'm definitely singing Meatball Parade.
Hang on a second. But we're not done yet. We're still here. We're still talking. There we go.